morning, ladies and gentlemen. As cancer advocates, whether researchers, oncology nurses, survivors, relatives of survivors, or just someone who picked up the cause, we all have one burning goal in common: to make life better, life-altering diagnosis of cancer.
Imagine waking up in the morning, on a beautiful morning, feeling very healthy and fine. Imagine you go to the bathroom to have a wash. Imagine you go to the bathroom and while you're washing, you're bathing, you discover you have a lump in your breast. Imagine this was at a time when Ebola was in Nigeria, a time when everybody was scared to go to the hospital. Imagine you still took up the courage, you decided to do a mammogram at that time, or a biopsy. Imagine your doctor had the results, got the result ready, and announced to you that you have cancer.
In a country like ours, where disparities exist between low-middle income countries and high-income countries, where we lack African for African research, and we have to rely on data, research that has been carried out on others extrapolated to us, where sometimes the medications that we have for cancer chemotherapy are expired or poorly labeled, where we need to struggle for policymakers to hear us. It makes it very difficult for the cancer advocates, and that's why we're here this morning, ladies and gentlemen.
My name is Tinu Lawal, the founder of Aortic Cancer Foundation, a breast cancer survivor. I was diagnosed in 2014. That's 9 years today.
There is a difference between health education and health literacy. You need to promote more of health literacy, where people could personalize information and be able to make informed decisions.
So I think it's really important that we start to look at things and ask ourselves, if black cancers are behaving differently, should we be using Caucasian medicine to treat our cancers? Is there anything, is it that we're presenting late and not managing symptoms, or is it that the cancers are not responding to the chemotherapies that we're giving them because they were not genetically functioning on our patients? We need to ask ourselves, shouldn't we be sitting and asking ourselves, why don't we start looking at our own herbs, our own treatment? There must be answers out there.
Our expertise together, connecting with all of our colleagues from all over the world, and finding how we can solve our own problems using our own unique capability. And we're definitely capable. I mean, looking around this room, I see people from different parts of the world here together, joined by just passionate about cancer control in Africa. So this is an example of ways we can leverage our strengths in collaborative research.
But I know me and many other patients we are still yet to understand what is the impact of this in your treatment and survivorship. That there is cancer in your family. How does it affect your survivorship? How does it affect your treatment? Are you going to have a higher possibility of a recurrence?
How do you think we can leverage the women in men's lives, wives, mothers, sisters, to help champion cancer detection, early cancer detection in men?
In clinical research and the role of clinical trials, and also the benefit to our patient population, the benefit to expansion of expertise for our healthcare providers, you find that clinical trial is actually an area to embrace.
I would like to welcome to the stage the moderator of the panel session, Her Excellency Dr. Zainab Shinkafi Bagudu.
What would you say are one of the greatest disparities that we face in Nigeria?
What is the number one determinant of health? We found out it is social economy. Then you look at the lifestyle and behavior of the people, and you look at the environment. Environmental factors plays a huge role in access to health. And of course, we look at access itself.
Nobody has studied the African woman or the Nigerian woman's genome to fully understand what will work and what won't work. The challenge people have with accessing care is money. So if you're in a clinical trial, you're not paying for it, or even if you're going to pay something, it is at a significantly reduced rate. So even if it is not a very wide population of people that fit the criteria for a clinical trial, you are helping some people to access care at a reduced cost.
We need a template. We need a harmonized template that is as simple as ABC, so that what is obtainable in Cross River State will be the same form that will be obtainable in Kebbi. So that there will be again a central data collection mechanism where these harmonized templates will be generated, will be gathered, and then there will be a national repository of data.
There are many things to be done to reduce the burden of pediatric cancer in Nigeria. And so that's what evolved in all the programs we do. So far, we've been able to work with over 60 children for the past 7 years that the organization has existed, and then we have survivors who are doing amazing and doing well now.
The advocacy for a patient is personal. This for me is personal. It's my life that I'm fighting for. It's the life of my children. Like I know what I'm going through, and I don't want even my enemy to go through this.
One of the things that I heard throughout the day is Africa data for Africa, Africa drugs for Africa, and using that data to be able to address some of the issues and some of the concerns. And so my job is to collaborate with you as a colleague outside of, I cannot come to Africa and tell you what you should be doing. I don't know that.
I hope that one of the things we can do with our communique and the conversation we have had today is to present it to the Nigerian Cancer Society, to Aortic, as well as to the Ministry of Health,